Hey, Celtics Nation! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. MAXIME RAYNAUD's name has been quietly buzzing through the corridors of Boston Celtics management over the past few weeks. And if you've been paying attention to the undercurrents of NBA rumors, you've probably caught wind of it. The versatile STANFORD forward has been turning heads, not just for his physical abilities on the court, but for the way his game seems almost tailor-made for the modern NBA style. Scouts have described him as a player who can slide into multiple positions without missing a beat, a quality that is increasingly rare and incredibly valuable. What's particularly intriguing is how his skill set appears to complement the Celtics' current roster, creating speculation that the front office may see him as a potential piece to solve several puzzle points at once. Rumors suggest that discussions have progressed further than most insiders publicly admit, with sources hinting that the Celtics are seriously considering pushing for RAYNAUD in the upcoming drafts or free agency maneuvers. This sort of chatter has been fueling fan forums and social media threads, with speculation ranging from immediate rotational impact to long-term developmental potential. Analysts have even started comparing him to other versatile wings who managed to carve out significant roles early in their careers, which only amplifies the buzz. The intrigue around RAYNAUD isn't just about positional flexibility. It's also about the way he thinks and reacts on the court, which Celtics insiders reportedly find mesmerizing. Observers note that his court vision and basketball IQ allow him to make plays that seem instinctual, almost as if he's anticipating the next move of both teammates and opponents simultaneously. There's talk that the Celtics coaching staff is fascinated by how easily he transitions from aggressive perimeter defense to orchestrating offensive schemes, giving them an adaptable piece that can slot in anywhere without extensive acclimation. Rumors have it that his training sessions, though private and limited in public exposure, have left current Celtic stars impressed by his composure and adaptability under pressure. Some insiders go so far as to suggest that RAYNAUD possesses a certain intangible aura, a knack for being in the right place at the right time, which often sparks speculation that he could be the X factor the Celtics need to push past rivals in a deeply competitive Eastern Conference. Conversations among analysts hint that if Boston secures him, it could reshape the team's tactical approach in ways fans haven't yet imagined. Whether it's pick-and-roll execution, defensive rotations, or late-game decision-making, the whispers about his potential impact keep growing louder. Beyond the tactical talk, there's also an undercurrent of excitement about RAYNAUD's personal story and character, which has become part of the rumor mill swirling around Boston. Sources claim he carries himself with a quiet confidence that blends well with the locker room culture, which could make him an easier integration for a team that prizes chemistry alongside talent. The narrative emerging in certain circles paints him as a workhorse with a relentless training ethic, a player who studies film not just for the sake of improvement, but to anticipate opponents' moves with surgical precision. Boston's inner circle is reportedly intrigued by how his personality might complement veterans, potentially injecting new energy and perspective without causing disruption. Some insiders hint that he could be the sort of player who elevates those around him, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond traditional statistics. Fans online have begun dissecting college footage, pointing to moments where RAYNAUD demonstrates a kind of silent leadership that analysts argue is difficult to quantify, but invaluable for a contender. All this chatter fuels the sense that his arrival in Boston isn't just about adding another player. It's about potentially adding a unique piece to a championship puzzle. Even casual observers are picking up on the buzz, debating whether this could signal a shift in Boston's approach to talent acquisition. Whispers about RAYNAUD's contract and potential negotiations have added another layer of intrigue to the rumors circulating about the Celtics. Some speculate that Boston might attempt a strategic pre-draft or early free agent move, hoping to secure his talents without overextending financially, while others suggest that the team may be prepared to make room in their roster for a player of his caliber. Analysts are quietly debating the cost-benefit ratio, pondering whether the investment aligns with the potential upside of integrating a player with such adaptability and high basketball IQ. Rumor reports hint that other teams have taken notice, which could create subtle competition for his signature, potentially pushing the Celtics to accelerate their decision-making process. Fans have started imagining hypothetical rotations and lineups, hypothesizing how RAYNAUD could pair with the team's star backcourt and frontcourt, and the social media buzz is becoming hard to ignore. Coaches' forums and draft discussion boards are dissecting every facet of his game, debating his fit, and speculating on how quickly he could become a rotation staple or even a starter. Every whisper of movement seems to spark another wave of conversation, fueling the sense that Boston's next strategic moves could be more significant than initially anticipated. The comparison to other dual-role wings in the NBA is growing louder as insiders continue to evaluate RAYNAUD's potential trajectory. Rumor mills suggest that scouts are drawing parallels between his college performance and the early careers of several breakout stars who managed to blend scoring, defense, and playmaking seamlessly. There's speculation that if the Celtics secure him, he can not only fill gaps, but also open up new tactical possibilities, allowing the team to experiment with formations that had previously been off-limits. Some whispers hint at late-night strategy sessions where coaches are envisioning ways to leverage his versatility in high-stakes games, imagining scenarios in which RAYNAUD could make the difference between a narrow loss and a crucial victory. The intrigue extends beyond the court, with speculation about how his presence might influence the team's culture, morale, and even fan engagement. Conversations around Boston suggest that acquiring him could be a subtle yet transformative move, something that insiders quietly agree might not make headlines immediately, but could reshape the team's identity over time. The rumor is that RAYNAUD isn't just a potential player addition. He's potentially a catalyst for a deeper, strategic shift within the organization. Finally, the broader buzz around MAXIME RAYNAUD has made its way into national NBA discussions, with commentators dropping hints that a Celtics move might be imminent. Rumor-driven narratives suggest that the Boston front office is considering options that could bring him in without disrupting salary flexibility, while also keeping an eye on long-term development strategies. Social media channels are abuzz with speculation, with fans drawing connections between leaked training session videos, mock drafts, and insider whispers, creating a feedback loop that keeps the conversation alive. There's talk that even if an official announcement is months away, the Celtics' interest is genuine and deep-rooted, a notion that has analysts predicting subtle moves leading up to the official acquisition. Some insiders hint at behind-the-scenes coordination between college coaches, agents, and Celtics executives, suggesting that the dialogue isn't just casual, it's strategic and calculated. Fans are interpreting every rumor, every cryptic tweet, and every interview clip as potential confirmation that Boston may be on the verge of securing a player whose arrival could quietly shift their competitive edge. As whispers continue to circulate, the anticipation grows, painting a picture of a potential acquisition that could have ripple effects far beyond what the casual observer might expect. The speculation around MAXIME RAYNAUD has taken on a life of its own, spreading through Boston sports circles like wildfire, with rumors hinting that the Celtics see him as a player who could change their rotation dynamics in ways no one else could. Sources whisper about secret scouting trips and extensive tape review sessions where coaches are allegedly analyzing his every movement, every pass, every defensive rotation to figure out exactly how he could slot into their current roster. The conversations are said to be meticulous, bordering on obsessive, with whispers suggesting that the team isn't just evaluating his physical skills, but also his mental approach to pressure situations, how he reacts to being double-teamed, and how he manages momentum swings. Analysts quietly hint that RAYNAUD's ability to remain calm in high-pressure moments could be precisely the ingredient Boston has been missing in tight playoff games. Meanwhile, rumor boards suggest that his adaptability could allow the Celtics to experiment with unconventional lineups, swapping positions fluidly without losing cohesion, giving them a tactical edge against teams that rely on rigid schemes. Fans have started speculating about how his arrival could influence the chemistry with established stars, creating a dynamic that might catch rivals off guard. The rumor mill portrays him not just as a new player, but as a potential pivot point for strategic innovation. Insiders have been quietly hinting that RAYNAUD's versatility goes beyond simply playing multiple positions, suggesting that he could fundamentally alter how Boston approaches both offense and defense. The whispers indicate that his presence might allow the Celtics to implement faster, more unpredictable schemes, shifting between small ball and traditional formations with ease. Some analysts speculate that he could become the key facilitator in secondary plays, someone who sees openings and reacts in ways that make traditional defensive strategies less effective. Rumors also suggest that the coaching staff is fascinated by his ability to make high IQ decisions on the fly, reading the court as if he has a sixth sense for predicting movement and exploiting gaps. Discussions in fan circles have focused on how his combination of agility, vision, and calm under pressure could allow Boston to be more aggressive in crucial stretches of games, potentially swinging close contests in their favor. The chatter hints that securing him isn't just about adding talent. It's about unlocking strategic options that were previously theoretical. If the rumors hold true, RAYNAUD's integration could be the kind of subtle yet profound change that quietly transforms a team from contender to a true championship threat. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. What makes the RAYNAUD buzz even more captivating is how insiders are framing it as a gamble that could pay dividends beyond raw statistics. The whispers suggest that Boston executives are drawn not only to his measurable skills, but to the intangible elements of his game: timing, awareness, leadership by example, and an uncanny ability to read momentum shifts. Rumor threads indicate that scouts are fascinated by moments in his college career where he seemed to orchestrate entire sequences without explicit instruction, seemingly guiding teammates with an invisible hand. Analysts have begun comparing him to wings who elevated team performance rather than merely contributing individual numbers, fueling speculation that RAYNAUD could embody a similar rare profile. Social media chatter has exploded with fans debating his potential ceiling, envisioning scenarios where his presence subtly elevates every starter, creating a ripple effect that might even redefine Boston's offensive identity. The whispers hint at strategic patience from the Celtics, suggesting they might wait for the perfect timing to integrate him without disrupting chemistry, a calculated approach that emphasizes long-term impact over immediate headlines. If the rumors reflect reality, Boston could be positioning itself for a quiet revolution, one player at a time, with RAYNAUD as the potential spark. Adding fuel to the fire, rumor reports hint that other teams are closely watching RAYNAUD, potentially increasing pressure on Boston to act decisively. The speculation suggests a subtle tug-of-war behind the scenes, with franchises weighing whether to compete for his services or allow the Celtics to maneuver quietly. Some insiders hint that his agent has been fielding discreet inquiries, which could indicate that multiple organizations recognize his unique potential. Analysts have begun weighing the possible scenarios, debating which teams could realistically match Boston's projected interest and how the Celtics might leverage timing, draft positioning, or even trades to secure him. Social media chatter has spun into endless hypothetical debates, with fans imagining how RAYNAUD could fit different systems, wondering whether Boston's alleged pursuit is aggressive enough to prevent rivals from intervening. Rumors suggest that part of the intrigue lies in the Celtics' ability to integrate him while maintaining salary flexibility, a puzzle that insiders describe as delicate yet manageable. As speculation grows, the narrative frames RAYNAUD not simply as a new player, but as a potential chess piece in a much larger strategic game, one where timing, patience, and tactical insight could define the outcome far more than raw talent alone. Beyond the court, the whispers about RAYNAUD have sparked endless discussion about his personality, adaptability, and potential leadership role in Boston. Rumor threads suggest that executives and coaches alike are fascinated by his quiet confidence, the way he handles pressure, and the way he seems to elevate the play of those around him. Some insiders speculate that his character might be as significant as his talent, implying that his presence could enhance locker room cohesion, bring a steadying influence during tense playoff stretches, and model a professional approach for younger players. Analysts quietly discuss how these intangible qualities might intersect with team dynamics, imagining scenarios where RAYNAUD's impact is measured not in points or rebounds, but in subtle shifts in morale, communication, and composure during critical moments. Social media has latched onto these narratives, producing endless fan debates, mock interviews, and speculative graphics highlighting how his personality could mesh with Boston stars. The rumors hint at a player whose effect might extend beyond traditional stats, the kind of addition that quietly reshapes a team culture while providing measurable on-court versatility. In other words, the chatter paints him as a potential linchpin, someone whose presence could elevate the team in ways that go far beyond conventional analysis. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.